Hey Hygienists, welcome back to my channel for another video. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Kalesha and I am a registered dental hygienist. And in today's video, I'll be answering some of your questions. About a week ago, I put up a Q&A box on my Instagram and my Facebook telling you all to ask me some questions, and I got quite a few. So I don't want to spend a lot of time rambling in today's video. I'm just gonna hop right into the questions. So I got my phone here. I'll also put the question on the screen as I'm answering so that you all can see what the question is while I'm answering it. So just gonna go ahead and get kicked off with the first question, and I'm gonna start on Facebook. So one of you asked, is it advisable to rinse with the mouthwash after using fluoride toothpaste? Now that's a great question, and I want to say yes and no. The reason I want to say yes and no is because it really depends on the patient and the problems or lack thereof that the patient has. I myself do use a mouthwash after brushing, but I do have some patients that I advise not to because they may have more sensitive prone teeth, and we want that toothpaste, whichever they're using, whether it be Sensodyne or a prescription toothpaste that we prescribed here, we want that paste to really sit on their teeth for a little while and saturate it, give it a chance to work, and that desensitizing agent that's inside of that paste to actually have a chance to work without immediately rinsing. But if you don't have any of those problems, such as like extreme sensitivity or a high caries rate or anything like that, it's safe, it's better to use a mouthwash after brushing. So I hope that answered your question, but if not, feel free to chat with me down in the comments. So the second question came from a dental hygienist, and it says, how do you prevent yourself from burning out, and how do you keep dental hygiene exciting for you? Woo, baby, I mean, burnout is real, okay? Burnout is real in dental hygiene. As you all know, as I say often, this career is very repetitive. What you do is just about the same day to day. It's very taxing on the body, so you can get tired, especially if you're straight out of school working 5 days a week for 8-hour days and longer. I mean, burnout is probably not avoidable, okay? You're probably gonna have burnout at some point, but for me, YouTube, like coming to work, being able to film myself, creating content around what it is that I do really brings me excitement. Also, having a relationship with my coworkers and my patients make it a lot easier to continue coming today. But if you need like a pep talk or something that can help you if you're feeling burned out, my friend is having a course really soon, next week to be exact. So I'll have the link down below. She helps hygienists like you and I thrive in their careers if they're unhappy or if they're burnt out or if they're unappreciated by their doctor, their patients. And she help you triple your income, okay? So if you all are interested in taking that course with me, because yes, I'll be taking it, and I do believe you get some CEs. So if you're in need of some CEs for the 2021-2022 year, definitely check the link down in the comments and hop on this great opportunity and take a course with me. Take a class with your girl, okay? So the next question says, was it hard getting a job with this career field? Now, this varies from state to state, depending on how big or large your state is. How big or small your state is. The smaller the state or city, it may be a little hard because there may not be a lot of offices, therefore there's not a great demand for dental hygienists in that city. But if you're in a larger city or state, you got options, okay? And you can always move, but for me personally, it was not hard finding a job. But again, it just really depends on where you are and the demand for hygienists in that area. So the next question asks, how did you study for boards? Now, I'm so grateful to the college I attended, Mississippi Delta Community College. We did raise money to go to a board review in Atlanta, and I cannot remember the name of this particular board review, but it was so good, y'all. I mean, we were in there from like 8 to 5 p.m. for multiple days out of the week, and it was like just a refreshment, and they gave us this thick book with like study questions that are 100% gonna be on the board. So it was a great investment. It was really hard to sit and pay attention all that time in those classes, but it was so worth it. And we got to take the book home and like study, take a lot of practice tests. I mean, I just used that one binder that they gave me. If I can find the name of that review course, I'm definitely gonna link it below and put it here on the screen, because I think everyone should make that investment and go to that. I think Andy RDH, it was by Andy RDH. So if you all know who that is, look up some of their board review. I'm sure it can be in different places other than Atlanta, but we did have to travel to Atlanta and take that board review course, but it was so good, so helpful, and I passed my boards, duh. And the last question on Facebook says, can you get a deep cleaning with braces? Absolutely. Okay, you definitely can get a deep cleaning with braces, and I definitely recommend it because any soft plaque that you just have at the gum line with wires and brackets can cause your gums to inflame. So if you have a lot of that tartar built up underneath the gums, your gums are really upset, and it can affect your treatment in the braces. So I definitely recommend it. But after you get your braces off, I would definitely come back immediately after they're off and get another like periodontal maintenance, or just a maintenance visit after that deep cleaning, after the wires and the brackets are off. That way we can really get good x-rays and get down deep below the gum line without all of the wires and stuff in the way. But absolutely, you can get a deep cleaning while you have braces on. So that concludes the questions on Facebook. Now let's roll over to our Instagram. We got quite a few over there, so I'm just gonna hop right in. And the first one asks, what natural products are good for dental health? So that's a great question. We have a lot of people, I even have a lot of patients that are going the natural way these days, trying not to use any chemicals. And the main ingredient that most natural patients try to avoid is fluoride. Okay, so for those patients, of course, I'm an advocate for fluoride. I think it helps your teeth, but I do understand those of you who are natural and try to avoid it. So for those patients, I do recommend the two brands, Hello, which you can find at Target or on Amazon. So I'll definitely tag them down in the description. And I also like to recommend Tom of Maine's. Those are two of my favorite natural oral products. Those are the only two I really recommend to my patients, and I have patients actively using it and friends actively using it. But for those of you who are looking for really natural ways of cleaning your teeth and gums, you can use home solutions such as peroxide, baking soda, but you definitely want to make sure that these things are diluted, because strong concentrations can burn your gums and like your cheeks and stuff. So you want to make sure that it is definitely diluted with some water. Vitamin D, eucalyptol, tea tree oil, and xylitol. And that's just to name a few other natural products. So the next question asks, what high school courses do you recommend to take for someone interested in dental hygiene? High school courses? I mean, high school courses you just have to take what's on your schedule. I thought, at least at my high school, we ain't really have choices like that. It was just, look, you going to 12th grade, all right, this what you in, you know. So, and I don't believe the colleges really look that far back. You know, well, the program doesn't look that far back, but just getting into college, I mean, they look at your GPA, but not necessarily the classes you took. I guess it would help to be in any kind of advanced sciences specifically, if that helps. Yeah, advanced sciences. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So the next question asks, what got you accepted into the program? High GPA, test scores, etc. Well, I have a video all about this on my channel already, how to become a dental hygienist, and I tell you what's required of you and what gives you a better chance of getting into the program in your state. Specifically in my state, in Mississippi, they did look at your college GPA, the TEAS test, which is an entry test that you have to take to get into the program. They also looked at your recommendations, your letter of recommendations, and any experience that you may or may not have had. Not that if you don't have any experience, meaning being like a dental assistant or any of that, doesn't really, you know, lower your chances. But you can shadow a hygienist. So if you shadow a hygienist and write a really good like review or synopsis of what you learned, that also increases your chances of getting accepted. So the next question asks, how did you adjust to the short appointment times right out of school? I'm struggling. So clearly sis is a dental hygienist, and baby, I know exactly how you feel. I also just did a video not too long ago about this, about my first day on the job and some things that you can do to help. But I mean, for quick appointment times, oh, how did I adjust? Really just knocking some stuff off of the to-do list. We were given, you know, in school and clinic, we were given this long clinic manual of what we need to do on each appointment. Sis, you ain't gonna be able to get all that done, okay? You have to really decide what can be done within that appointment time that still provides like quality care, but you're not gonna be able to do it all. Also, just a couple time management skills. 20-20-20, use that 20-20-20 rule. I did a challenge on my channel about this as well, so I'll tag all of these videos to help you down below. I mean, it's a lot. I even got time management tips. Also, I'm just gonna tag all the videos down below, sis, because it's a lot to help you. I can't even answer it just right off like this, but I adjusted just by seeing what works for me. And cutting some stuff off the list. I'm sorry, like that's just, it is what it is. And she also asked, how long did it take for you to feel comfortable as a dental hygienist? I feel like it really took me maybe 2 to 3 weeks. I was in the role of things at that point, especially with a routine. The routine was set. It was just, ooh, I mean, being presented with different cases, I guess that took a while. But to be completely comfortable, I'll just say maybe a month. I feel like in a month, you'll probably get to see like an SRP, you know, a regular cleaning, maybe some growth scales. You may get to see a good variety of people, patients, ages, races, ethnicities. You'll get to see a good bit in a month. So I feel like I got pretty comfortable in about a month. Someone asked, has a dental hygienist ever been fired? I'm pretty sure they have, but I myself have not witnessed that. I have definitely witnessed a few dental assistants being fired in my days, but not any dental hygienists. But yes, I'm pretty sure they could be fired, definitely. She also asked, do dental hygienists get bonuses? Absolutely. Here in my office, we get like Christmas bonuses and different other holiday bonuses and like incentives or scrub payments, and they pay for our CE courses. So I consider all of that stuff as bonuses. So absolutely, but it definitely depends on who you work for. She also asked, do you ever have to sell products as a dental hygienist? Baby, I love to say that this industry is now turning into a sales industry. Baby, it is all about production. So yes, I do sell products, but it isn't just like for a money thing with me. It's just about really recommending trusted products to my patients. So we have electric toothbrushes here, for an example, that cost the patients extra, of course, but it's a lot cheaper than they are over the counter in stores. So I'm definitely sometimes, you know, giving a sales pitch as to why they should get this and use this electric toothbrush or this type of toothpaste or whatever it is that I'm recommending. So I definitely think you have to sell products as a dental hygienist. So the last question says, when did you feel like you knew what you were doing, completely confident in your cleanings? Now I feel like I kind of just answered this, but I would say at least about a month. About a month here in Mississippi, I feel like I had saw all it was to see. So I was completely confident. But then I started like going to different offices, and that can put a lot of stress on you as a new hygienist because you have to be easily adaptable. You're working under different dentists, and they like different things. So it's, you know, it's a lot of tug of war, a lot of differences from office to office, but the more you can travel from office to office and get your feet in different clinics, the more adaptable you'll be, and the more you can really grow and expand and be comfortable as a dental hygienist. All right, y'all, so that concludes all of the questions. Thank you all so much for participating. I feel like that was a good bit of questions to answer, and if you all want a part 2, definitely let me know down below. And if you want to get in on the next Q&A, be sure to follow me over on Facebook, my Facebook page, Kalesha Monet, or you can also do @InSpiritAndTooth. Same thing on Instagram, @InSpiritAndTooth. I should be having another Q&A pretty soon. I want to do a part 2 during Vlogtober. So I hope you all are enjoying all of the content that you're getting this month. If you are, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, hit that bell next to it so that you're notified tomorrow on my next upload. Be sure to share my channel with a friend. Thank you so much for watching, Hygienist, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.